Well, to say that I'm heartened by some of the response from my last video and all the support that I'm getting from so many people would be an understatement, a huge understatement. I was expecting people to be like, oh, well, you believed these things before, therefore you're a pile of crap. Basically, it was what I was expecting. But I've been getting people welcoming me with open arms. I mean, there have been a few of those other kind of comments, you know, oh, it took you long enough, you're just still stupid, and all this. Okay, whatever. You know, call me stupid for trying to see the good in people, right? But it's also brought out a lot of people from the right who are obviously seeing my videos for the first time, and that's okay too, you know. But people from the right who just treat me like a pile of garbage, have some of the worst insults that they possibly can try for. Lots of ad homs. No actual substance or any of that. No talk about, you know, how they support the uber rich, you know, the billionaires and the corporations and the elites. No talk about that. Just insults. Pure insults. And calling me a communist. And saying that I'm stupid for being liberal. I'm stupid for supporting the left in any way. And what's been really wonderful is the feeling I can just go, block, block. Oh, you're an idiot, block. Septum ring theory, block, block. Knowing I don't have to deal with these shit stains anymore. You know, these are the people that I was trying to argue for, you know, in trying to look at the good in people. And these are the same people who are saying this sort of thing just because they know now that I'm not going to listen to their arguments. I mean, if someone makes a reasonable argument, I'm not going to block them. But, you know, if they start out with insults and expect me to just have them stick around my channel, you've got another thing coming. You know, some of the right would have you believe that people on the left would never welcome anyone with open arms if, like, they changed their mind about something. You know, there's always this talk about, oh, the right is so welcoming. You know, you only have to agree with a little bit of their side and they'll welcome you. And it's like, I guess there's some truth to that. They don't require as much support from everything on their side. They just don't want someone saying bad things about them, though. You know, the left is a little bit, they're a little bit, they require a little bit more, but, you know, once you show that you really are on their side, they're welcoming. So, you know, I've been struggling for a long time trying to see the good in both sides for many years. Many years. And at this juncture, you know, if you're a strong Trump supporter at this juncture, you're a lost cause. There's nothing I can say that will make you see any differently. The only way you'll change is if something personally affects you. It's the only way you'll see it. So there's no point in me trying to change your mind. And if you spew your stuff and mixed in with insults, yeah, I'm probably going to block you. Probably don't want anything to do with you. What's the point? Just to listen to more insults? listen to more apologizing for the uber rich, the billionaires, the corporations, the elite, more kissing their asses, more defending those people as if your life depends on it. Because you think that if you defend them and make their lives better, that they'll give you their scraps. You think it'll trickle down to you? You should know better than that. But you continue to push it. You continue to argue and promote and vote for things that go against your best interests and go against your livelihood. Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead and vote against your livelihood. Go ahead and vote against your own existence. Vote for unaffordability. Vote because vote with a whiteness. I normally wouldn't want to use that word, but if your whiteness is more important to you than everyone else, then yeah, I guess you'll continue to vote this way. As J.D. Vance has said, oh, well, no, you don't have to be ashamed of being white anymore. And I know that there has been a push by some people against white people just for being white. That's true. That does happen. But it's not like massively systemic. There have been hiring policies that have been anti-white. That doesn't mean that it's totally widespread. We can talk about those things without shitting on all the other demographics. But yeah, if your whiteness is more important to you than everything else, then yeah, you'll probably continue to vote that way and think that they're in your best interest, but they're not. There's still the class issues. They're not going to tackle the class issues. The right wing doesn't care about class issues. Again, they believe in trickle-down economics. They believe in trickle-down everything. As I said, they think that if you give everything to and make it easier for the very rich, the corporations that keep doing merger after merger and make things worse for us, and support the very elite, that it'll trickle down to you. It's not going to be someone on the right that stops the mergers. So many of you hate, all these mergers, like, Disney buying out all these different things. Yeah, it's not going to be the right wing that stops that from happening. They're not going to stop it. The left isn't necessarily going to stop it, but there's a lot more of a chance that they would than the right. So yeah, keep on coming to my channel with insults and right-wing BS, and I can just go block, goodbye, I don't need you, goodbye. I don't need it. I don't need to feel like I'm being more balanced in the way that I argue with people. This is incredibly freeing. Some people say, "Oh, you're so miserable." No, not really. Not after this. No. I'm depressed about the situations that people here in the United States are dealing with now, and how we're hated across the planet. We're not respected anymore. We're not seen as a fair partner anymore. We're not trusted anymore. I'm upset about those things. I'm upset about this administration. But as far as my relations with others, I feel better about this than I have just about any sort of political decision I've made in decades. Just saying.